Wait, what? One of WWE's most iconic factions is done? After more than a decade of dominance, unforgettable moments, and pure entertainment, the New Day is officially leaving WWE. Yeah, you heard that right. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are out. And trust me, this isn't just another release story. This could be one of the biggest shifts in WWE in years. Because here's the craziest part. They weren't fired. They chose to leave. Reports say this was a mutual decision, but the real story behind it is way more complicated, and honestly, kind of shocking. Backstage, the reaction was pure disbelief. We're talking about Kofi Kingston, a guy who's been with WWE since 2008. Someone fans and even people inside the company believed would retire there. A lifer. But now, that idea doesn't even exist anymore. Because internally, the belief is simple. Nobody is untouchable in WWE. And when you look at what's happening behind the scenes, it starts to make sense. WWE's parent company, TKO Group Holdings, has reportedly been pushing for major budget cuts. We're talking millions. And that's where things started to fall apart. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods had already signed contracts that would have kept them in WWE all the way until 2030. Think about that. They were locked in for years. But then, they were asked to restructure those deals. New terms, different money, different conditions, and they didn't like it. So instead of staying, they walked away. Let that sink in. Two of WWE's most loyal long-term stars chose to leave rather than accept the new system. And we're not talking about small contracts either. Reports suggest both guys were earning seven-figure salaries. So yeah, this isn't just wrestling drama. This is business. Big business. And it shows how much WWE is changing right now. Now, at the moment, both Kofi and Woods are under the standard 90-day non-compete clause, which means they can't wrestle anywhere else. Yet. But once that clock runs out, everything changes. Because there is already serious interest from All Elite Wrestling. And not just casual interest. We're hearing that major names inside AEW are pushing to bring them in as soon as possible. But here's another twist. They won't be able to use the New Day. They also won't be able to use Xavier Woods. WWE owns those names. So if they do show up somewhere else, Xavier Woods will most likely return as Austin Creed, a name longtime fans will recognize. And Kofi? He might simply go by Kofi. New names, new era, but the same legendary chemistry. And speaking of legacy, let's talk about what we're actually losing here. Alongside Big E, the New Day wasn't just a tag team. They were a movement. Multi-time tag team champions, record-breaking title reigns. One of the most entertaining acts WWE has ever seen. From Booty-O's to WrestleMania moments, to changing what a tag team could even be. They built something special, something real. And now, it's over. Or at least, it feels like it. And then there's Big E. Still recovering from that devastating neck injury back in 2022, he didn't say much after the news broke. No long message, no big statement, just a piece of emotional artwork. And honestly, that silence says more than words ever could. Because this isn't just business. This is the end of a brotherhood. And the New Day isn't the only story here either. Other names like Tonga Loa and JC Mateo are also reportedly leaving as part of this wave. Which raises a bigger question. Is this just the beginning? Is WWE about to go through a major transformation? Because if guys like Kofi Kingston aren't safe, then who is? And now the biggest question of all. What happens next? Do we see Kofi and Woods reunite somewhere else? Does AEW create a whole new version of what the New Day was? Or is this truly the end of one of the greatest factions in WWE history? One thing is for sure, WWE will never feel the same after this. And honestly, I don't think we've even seen the full story yet. So now, I want to hear from you. Where do you think Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are going next? Was this the right decision, or a huge mistake by WWE? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more breaking WWE news, real backstage stories, and updates that actually matter, make sure you like,